Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Ingram in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for May 8th, 2026, and this is the first proper new arrival week since Record Store Day. There is a lot of stuff to show you guys, and a lot of great pre-orders were announced. Let's start with that. Oh, on a side note, I was going to do a trip video I told you guys about last Thursday. Well, I came back from London, did the new arrival video, and it was like hours later, I had the flu. So I am now, actually today's my first day back in the store because, yeah, it's been not fun times. That's happened to me twice now. I came back from the Netherlands for the last trip, came back, got sick. Went to London, came back, got sick. Gives me a pause to travel again. I don't know. I'm going to, but it's not been a fun week. Okay, let's talk about this week's new announced pre-order, starting with the Stooges Funhouse from Mobile Fidelity. They are doing it as an SACD and a 45 RPM. The Rolling Stones announced another new album. It's absolutely crazy. Another new album. It is Foreign Tongues. I loved Hackney Diamonds. I thought that was a great record. It won all kinds of press, awards. You know, that was a solid record. The first single they released for this, what was it? What's the name of it? In the Stars. You know, I don't think it was anywhere near as good as Angry, but let's see what the rest of the album's like. It's got Charlie Watts on it again. You know, I guess they left the track from his last session for this album. Paul McCartney's on it again. It's coming out in a bunch of different ways. A standard vinyl disc. I guess this is a double. A standard, an indie exclusive. They're doing In the Stars as a 10-inch. That's available for pre-order. And there's also like a mixed media box that's going to have a 5.1 and Atmos version. That's kind of new. You don't see a lot of new releases that come out with an Atmos and a 5.1 surround. But the new Rolling Stones coming out. When the hell did I put? I think it's coming out. I'm going to go on the website. I normally write these down. I think In the Stars is coming out at the end of the month. You know, the 10-inch single. All right, the album itself is coming out July 10th, but you can get the single a couple of weeks early. Two new Blue Note Classics titles were announced, two absolutely fantastic titles. Also, one of them being Hank Mobley's Sextet, coming out June 19th, one of the most expensive Blue Note titles you can get. For a long time, it was the most expensive Blue Note title. Tina Brooks kind of has taken that spot, but a almost impossible album to find, so a great Blue Note Classic title. And Kenny Burrell's Blue Lights Volume 1, both coming out June 19th. Another Rhino Reserve title was announced, Charles Wright and the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band. That's coming out June 5th. They finally announced the next Metallica box set. You know, they've been doing these series of giant box sets with everything you can possibly think of in the box. I think this has 15 CDs, for instance, of all kinds of bonus material. But Metallica's Reload Super Deluxe box coming out June 26th. They're also doing a remaster of the actual album. They announced also a couple of new Decca Pure Analog titles coming out June 19th. 3 of them. Great series. Same people doing the Deutsche Grammophon Original Source are doing those. So they've been pretty solid so far. All right, let's get into this week's new arrivals, starting with a grip of Japanese import CDs. These are SHM CDs, pretty much the whole John Lennon catalog, right? We've got Imagine, Plastic Ono Band. Where did I put the prices on these? Mind Games, Rock and Roll, Walls and Bridges, kind of reminiscent of the new Rolling Stones album, huh? Artwork-wise. Double Fantasy, Milk and Honey, and Live in Toronto. Yeah, I recommend the Yoko side for getting people out of your house. Actually, I love the Yoko stuff, but it doesn't get much love. Okay, Phish. New Year's Eve 1995, live at Madison Square Garden. 6 LP, Countdown Confetti, colored vinyl pressing. Done by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman Mastering. Oy, oy, oy. I can't believe I didn't show this to you guys last week, but this actually came out last week. You guys probably know about it by now, but the Funkadelic Free Your Mind release came out on the 1st. But again, I just got into town. I forgot to show it. This is the In Groove exclusive, which has a beautiful tip-on high-gloss Stoughton cover. All analog, cut from tapes. Fantastic record. These are numbered to 1,000, the In Groove exclusive. This is number 454 of 1,000. Then there's a indie version, which is just a colored vinyl variant, but you could see a more basic. This cover's puny. Nobody wants puny covers, do they? If you want a puny cover, this is the puny cover version here. But the In Groove exclusive is the only way to go. There was a 45 RPM of this as well. I'm gonna have to email everybody a little bit later on. The 45 RPM, my order, I did not get enough to cover all of my orders. It sold, I think, a lot better than Org anticipated. It sold out. They're on to doing another repressing. I think it's coming out in June. The repress I should have in June. So that's where it's at. If you haven't gotten the 45 RPM, we can wait. I can cancel it. Not much I can do about it. I apologize. But get the In Groove exclusive to hold you over because it's awesome. 2 new Blue Note Tone Poets. We've got Dexter's Calling, Dexter Gordon, and McCoy Tyner's Asante. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. New album from Kacey Musgraves, Middle of Nowhere. Couple of reissues from Ween. We've got White Pepper, the limited edition Green Pepper Vinyl Edition. The White Pepper, Green Pepper Vinyl Edition. That's what that is. And Ween's Quebec, cut at 45 RPM on recycled red and magenta vinyl. This is an RSD Essential title, The Dead Milkman, Big Lizard in My Backyard. This is on Camaro red vinyl. Humble Pie, this is As Safe as Yesterday. Peter Gabriel, live at WOMAD 1982. Available for the very first time, 2 LP set on black vinyl. A new album from Neil Diamond. I wasn't sure we were going to get any new records from Neil Diamond. You know, he stopped touring, but I guess he was in the studios cutting some new tracks because this is done by Rick Rubin. 10 songs straight from the heart featuring the song, the title song, and more. Okay. This is the soundtrack to Song Song Blue. Great movie. I really, really enjoyed it. Didn't expect it. You know, it was one of those movies that was going a certain way. Midway through the movie, it radically changes, and the second half of the movie is much different than the first half of the movie. But here is the soundtrack to the film. Les Nubians, double vinyl, including Taboo Roots remix. Princess Nubians is the name of this record. And I also have another. This is One Step Forward, Les Nubians. All right. The very first Parliament record. This is Osmium. This is a deluxe edition that essentially has the album and then a bonus disc with bonus tracks, non-album singles, and stuff that was unreleased at the time of recording, and an unedited version of Breakdown. Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out, limited edition. Brother Wallace, Electric Love. Janet Jackson's Number Ones. This, I guess, was at one point in time a Target exclusive, but they opened it up to other retailers, but Lefty Target exclusive. Price tag, they do that a lot with Walmart exclusive, Amazon exclusives. Rihanna's Anti. This is on red vinyl. I think this was like a website exclusive for her that became available. Los Negativos. Picnic Calypso Picayo. 40th anniversary reissue of one of the best Spanish psychedelic garage pop albums ever. Really looks like it's well done. Oh, it's on Gurison. 8-page insert with detailed liner notes and rare photos. This is, oh my God, Konstantin Semyonovich. This is the Deutsche Grammophon Avant-Garde series. And they look like they all kind of have this jacket that goes over the actual album cover. Another avant-garde title, Mariko Kegel? Acoustica. But yeah, it's got this slip cover and then it's got the normal Deutsche Grammophon cover underneath, and the slip cover is die cut. Mastered and cut from the original analog, 1/4-inch, 2-track master tapes by Raynard Mallard and Sidney Meyer. So this is, again, the same folks doing the Decca Pure Analog and the Deutsche Grammophon Original Source Series. This is essentially an extension of the original Source Series, but these are the avant-garde Deutsche Grammophon titles. Shinji Azawa Takamitsu. A flock descends into the pentagonal. It's so damn tiny I can't even read it. So not only am I butchering that, I can't even really read what the frick that says. Yeah. A flock descends into the Pentangle Garden. A couple of Japanese imports. We've got Mayashohi Takanaka Ocean Breeze. This is actually a Japanese pressing. What do we got here? Mayashoki Takanaka. Looks like just a couple of his albums on Kitty Records. Not familiar with this guy whatsoever. This is a jazz artist. Mayashoki Takanaka, Can I Sing? Includes the smash single Jumping Take Off. Only in Japan can you get a smash single in the jazz category. The Claypool Lennon Delirium. So this is Les Claypool and Sean Ono Lennon. 14 new songs. This is the indie exclusive Cloudy Green and Gold vinyl. Really well put together cover. Really nicely done. Thick cover, textured, gold foiled. Les Claypool's fantastic live if you ever get a chance to see him. And this is the standard version. Seen him with Primus. Great, great, great show. Really good. American Football, LP4. This is the indie exclusive on Goldenrod Mix vinyl. Muna, Dancing on the Wall. A highly anticipated follow-up to Muna's self-titled release. Broken Social Scene, Remember the Humans. Tori Amos, In Times of Dragons. Let's see. Shay Ben Zar, Johnny Greenwood, and the Rashatan Express, Ranjana. Coral and Red Splatter. Colored vinyl. This is from BMG. It kind of looks like it's Sharpied on there. Likey Lee, The After Party. Kind of cool. So the actual plastic cover has this, you know, this writing on it. Kind of looks like someone doodled on the cover. Bring Me the Horizon, That's the Spirit, on Columbia. The Lemon Twigs, Look for Your Mind, on Transparent Day Vinyl. What the hell is Transparent Day Vinyl? What color is day? Can you please describe to me the closest actual color that the color day lines up with, please? Let's see. Stefan Sanchez, Love, Love, Love. This is the indie vinyl version. And this is the standard vinyl version. All right. Sace 6, Brutalist. Jesse Wells, Patchwork. This is the Sea Blue indie vinyl variant. And Jesse Wells, Pilgrim, indie record store exclusive on Summer Peach vinyl. Taj Mahal and the Phantom Blues Band, Time. Featuring You Put the Whammy on Me. Well, that just, I like the title. You Put the Whammy on Me. That's probably good. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Ledbetter Heights, the 30th anniversary sessions. Pressed on 180 gram black vinyl. The Devil Wears Prada, music from the motion picture. 20th anniversary release, the OG soundtrack to the 2006 comedy classic, featuring Madonna, Moby, U2, Alanis Morissette, and more. The Gilmore Girls, the 25th anniversary on Coffee, Coffee, Coffee colored vinyl. Music by Sam Phillips. Album produced by Sam Phillips. Matthew Stevens, self-titled. From Blue Note, Gabriella Cavassa, Diavola. The following things are actually restocks, so that is it for the new arrivals, but I got some pretty solid restocks, starting with the all-analog cut from tape Kevin Gray cut of Johnny Cash's Hot and Blue guitar. This thing sounds absolutely smoking. It is actually a single disc, but because the original was cut, it was a short-running title, they actually were able to cut this at 45 RPM, but still keep it on one disc. So you get all the benefits of the 45 RPM and then none of the actual drawbacks. And they did that on both of the titles. Both must-owns, both absolutely fantastic records. Carl Perkins, The Dance album. Same thing, cut from tape by Kevin Gray. Couple of restocks on some OJC titles. This is The Young Lions. I think this came out a couple of weeks ago. Lee Morgan, Bobby Timmons, Wayne Shorter. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Another Kevin Gray cut title. We got the complete Roundabout Midnight at the Cafe Bohemia, Kenny Dorham. This is a 3 LP Blue Note Tone Poet. J.R. Montrose on sax, Kenny Burrell on guitar, Bobby Timmons on piano. This is from Analog Africa. This is Roots Rocking Zimbabwe, the modern sounds of the Hari Township, 1975 to 1980. The Analog Africa stuff is great. 6 1980s synth, funk, and boogie cuts from one of Nigeria and Cameroon's most visionary producers. Nakona Tellis, Love Vibration. Ooh, this is a dynamite record. I got an original of this thing for like $2,000 back 5 years ago, and now it's like a $5,000 record. Mulatu of Ethiopia. Original of this was on Worthy. This is done by Strut. That was my big purchase of Den Bosch maybe 5 years ago. Every time I go, I always try to buy one big record. You know, they've always got tons of killer stuff there, but I always try to knock off like one big grail. Ebo Taylor. This is a self-titled from Strut. Groundbreaking 1977 debut solo album. Ebo Taylor Life Stories. High Life and Afrobeat Classics, 1973 to 1980. This is from, this is also another Strut title. This is Nigeria 70. Compilation. Asia Classics. This looks good. Dance, Raga Dance. The South Indian film music of, oh, my sticker blocks it, of Vinjan Anand. I don't know. I'm doing his best John Travolta there is, oh, it's on Luca Bop, David Byrne's label. I'm sure this is really good. I don't really think I've listened to anything on Luca Bop that I haven't really liked. I don't think those are restocks. I don't think I've ever had those before. Music from the motion picture soundtrack Chicago. This is on Chicago Fire red vinyl. Sleepless in Seattle on Sunset vinyl. Love Actually. This is the Candy Cane vinyl pressing. Just in time for Christmas in May. And this is a restock. This sold out pretty quick because it's a pretty solid title. Dio's Holy Diver, by far his best record, right? But this is the Rhino Reserve title. So all analog cut from analog tape by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab. They did, I think his first two albums were Rhino Reserve titles, but they've been selling fantastically. All right, guys, all of this stuff can be purchased online on our website at thegroove.com. Until next time.